Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, you guys doing well. Yesterday, I literally stayed up until 6 a.m. So I stayed up until Fajr, I prayed Fajr, and then I went to sleep. So I slept like 3 hours. But Alhamdulillah, I'm feeling pretty good now. I have such high focus, I don't know why. Alhamdulillah. But inshallah, I'm going to make the most of it, inshallah, because I have a few sales calls later today. I have an interview in a few hours. I'm conducting the interview for someone because I'm the sales manager for the team I'm working on, alhamdulillah. And now we're currently hiring for appointment setters. Yo guys, if you are an appointment setter, dude, you gotta reach out to me, inshallah, because we need the good appointment setters, inshallah. Always hiring. And yeah, so I'm gonna conduct some interviews today, inshallah, do some sales calls. I gotta get all my school assignments done today, inshallah. I only have statistics in Arabic and then my essay, inshallah. And then apart from that, I just need to work on sales. Alhamdulillah, I had like 2 hours of team sales meetings yesterday where I worked on the systems, improved loads of different things, created email signatures and stuff. I just need to create a background for my sales calls now, inshallah, to make it more professional. And one thing I wanted to mention in this video is that, guys, you need to realize that being genuine, like going on the call on it with a prospect and like being genuine, being honest, inshallah, is gonna lead way further than, you know, just trying to sell them. Like, it makes such a massive difference. Such a massive difference. There's a, like, in the free sales training that I'm watching, he compares consultative selling compared to transactional selling. Wait, this is not what I wanted to mention. I wanted to talk about a different thing. I think I already talked about this. The thing I want to talk about, inshallah, is that to be good in sales, you have to succeed in other parts of your life. Like, because that's why sales is so fun, because to actually be good at your job, you need to be succeeding in your consistency, in your habits, in your relationships with other people. All of these things, inshallah, you need to be good at. And you need to have self-confidence and all of these things before you can actually succeed in sales. That's why when I'm looking for appointment setters or whatever, you know, I'm looking for people who are genuinely successful in other parts of their life. Because if you are lacking self-esteem, lacking self-confidence, then that means you're going to put that onto the client. You're not going to be able to, you know, detach yourself from the commission, detach yourself from the sale, because you need the sale, right? So you need to have such a strong routine, a strong lifestyle outside of sales so that you can actually succeed in your role, inshallah, because you need to be a leader in your own life before you can, you know, lead someone else's. And on a sales call, you're leading the client's life because you're telling them what to do or you're advising them on what to do, and they're going to be buying from you, not the other way around. So, yeah. Otherwise, if you lack authority in your own life, then you're also going to lack authority on the sales call. So yeah, inshallah, this video is about how you need to structure your life. You need to have good habits. You need to do all of these things. And then, only then, will you be able to succeed in sales, inshallah. I was talking to my team earlier that getting a sales job is easy. In a few days, literally with a few applications, in less than a week, you could get your remote sales job. That's how easy it is. But actually seeing success in that job is difficult. Why? Because it's completely different to the normal industry. In the normal industry, right, you just follow what your boss says. And no matter how well you do, no matter how badly you do, you're just going to get paid the same. But in sales, you do not get paid anything unless you actually provide results for the company. It's completely different. That's why it's easy to get the job. But it's difficult to actually, you know, make a living out of it, because not enough people are dedicated and willing to take that risk. Who is willing to, you know, work a job where you're not guaranteed a fixed income? No one, right? Very, very few people. But alhamdulillah, the rewards that you might get from doing a job like this is also unbelievable, subhanAllah. Working from anywhere in the world. Assalamu alaikum. Apologies, guys. My phone ran out of storage again. I need to fix that. I really need to fix that, inshallah. Yeah, after doing all my assignments, after doing all of that, I'm gonna work on fixing that, inshallah. Yeah. So I was mentioning, you know, the rewards with sales are really so much, alhamdulillah. You know, like being able to, you know, have that time freedom, work from anywhere in the world, have uncapped, earnings. That's something you can't have with most other jobs. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to mention. And then secondly, I've had people, well, it's really just one person, but if you have the same mindset, inshallah, let's see if you do. So this person, he came up to me and he was like, yo dude, what are you providing this training for free or whatever, or can you guide me? And I'm like, yeah dude, I literally created a free community that it has everything you need to actually land your first role in high ticket sales, in remote sales, whatever, and everything is completely for free. You just have to join the community, go through the resources, do the action steps, etc. And dude, they won't even do the first step, they won't even join the community or whatever. The people who ask, is it free, will you guide me, they actually couldn't care less. They actually don't want to be guided, they don't want to succeed, they don't even want it, even if it's free. So you need to have an internal locus of control. So I learned this in psychology, because I did GCSE in psychology, but it's also quite a famous term. Even if you don't study psychology, locus of control is how much you believe you can control your own life. If you have an external locus of control, you're always going to be doing actions or doing things that make it seem like, it doesn't matter what I do, I can't control anything. It doesn't matter if I apply to that job because they're gonna reject me anyway. It doesn't matter if I, work hard in studies, I'm gonna fail anyway. That is an external locus of control, always blaming your environment, the things around you. Whereas you want to have an internal locus of control. What does that mean? It means that no matter your situation, you're going to do everything you can to get to where you want to be. So for example, if you want to get into high ticket sales, if you want to get a remote sales job, you don't go to people asking, yo, can you teach me for free? And then if they say yes, you just give up. What you need to do is find those resources yourself, teach yourself, inshallah, ask for opportunities, make the most of these opportunities instead of just annoying people, and then you just got to take action, inshallah. It's as simple as that, really. It's as simple as that. There is so much. We're not living in an age where there's a lack of information. There is so much information available on YouTube, in free communities, from Muslims who want to help other people, help the ummah. There are so many avenues where you can get this information, get this guidance. All you need to do is look for it, inshallah. And I'm telling you, the people who are going to look for it are the people who are going to succeed. Because literally, even with any mentorship program or whatever, right? You could spend thousands of dollars on this type of mentorship, on a coach and everything. But if you don't follow their advice, if you don't actually listen to what they're saying, or you don't follow the steps, you're gonna get nowhere. It doesn't matter how much money you spend. Like, let's say someone who's unfit, who's overweight, hires a personal trainer. And the personal trainer's like, yo, you have to do these exercises, I'm gonna support you, whatever. But the guy who's overweight, he doesn't follow these exercises. It doesn't matter how much he spent on that personal trainer. He's not gonna get fit. Why? Because he's not following the steps, the action he needs to take to actually see the outcome. And it's the same with anything. If you want to get a job, if you want to learn a skill, you have to go through the action steps. If you want to learn that skill, if you want to get the job, if you want to become good at what you're doing. So hopefully this video is helpful, inshallah. I mentioned like multiple topics, and yeah, alhamdulillah, I just had 2 lessons today. So now I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna go to the library and get loads of stuff done, inshallah. Have an amazing rest of your week. If you want to join a free community where I'm teaching Muslims how to build good habits, build consistency, and learn about sales at the same time, then it depends on which one you are, okay? If you're the type of person who doesn't take action, I do not want you in my community. If you're the type of person who does take action and actually wants to improve their lives for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you know exactly what you need to do, inshallah. I'm gonna leave the link in my bio to join that community. I can't wait to see you inside, inshallah. We have weekly, twice a week, live sessions, alhamdulillah. I'm probably gonna do a live session now where I'm just gonna like work and then like do a live. But yeah, can't wait to see you inside. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.